Have you ever heard the tale of the lantern that flickers in the fog? If not, let me tell you a story that will make you think twice before following light in the dark. Picture this: a quiet, fog-filled valley on a cold autumn night, a place so isolated even the wind seemed hesitant to pass through. It was the kind of night that made shadows stretch unnaturally long, where the silence was heavy enough to hear your own heartbeat. Local legend spoke of a lantern flickering through the mist, carried by nobody, or at least nobody living. They called it the Lantern of Lost Souls. It was said that this ghostly light appeared whenever someone was destined to vanish, leading them to a fate unknown. Skeptics dismissed it as nonsense. Believers? They warned everyone to stay far away from the valley after sundown. Few heeded these warnings, but one hiker named Daniel decided to test fate. He heard the stories on a whispered breeze at a local inn and scoffed at their absurdity. Clad in a thick jacket and headlamp, he ventured into the valley, determined to prove there was no such thing as a cursed lantern. As he waded through the dense fog, a soft glow appeared ahead, faint but steady. Curious, Daniel approached, realizing it was indeed a lantern. It hung mid-air, casting shadows that seemed to twist and writhe unnaturally. Uneasy but intrigued, he moved closer, stretching a hand out. And then, whoosh, the light began to drift into the fog, as though beckoning him to follow. And follow he did. The further he went, the thicker the fog grew, muffling the sounds of the world around him. Soon, the silence was total. The lantern guided him to a clearing where the fog seemed to shimmer. That's when he felt it. A cold hand brushing his shoulder. He spun, but the mist cloaked everything. Returning his gaze forward, he saw multiple lanterns now, a dozen flickering lights in a ghostly circle. His breath caught as shadows began to coalesce within the lanterns, forming faces that were neither entirely human nor entirely of this world. No one knows what happened to Daniel after that night. The valley remains just as eerie, with new lantern sightings reported to this day. Would you be brave enough to follow the lantern that flickers in the fog? Or would you turn back and never look over your shoulder? Because in this valley, some lights are never meant to be followed.